colossal, it's stupendous, it's conspicuously incredible. Hurry, step right up. Hey, Sonny, you want to give it a try?
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Conspicuously Incredible Gaming with your host, Mike. Today I'm continuing, as I have been pretty much all week, the playthrough of Skyroads. I believe I am now 17. I believe I'm on road 18. I did 15, 16, and 17 yesterday, and there are 26 in all. I did take a look at that yesterday. There are 26 in this game, so maybe a few more streams, but I'll definitely get that, and then it's on to the actual game of Skyroads. So, let's get started. Alright, seem to have lost my source here. There we go. I found it. Forget that active window every time. And now my telephone's ringing. Oh, I will answer that crud. Alright. So I was... yeah, road 18. Wipe it out. Hey, you gotta start off great. Trick up here. Oh, going. Oh, found it. Probably need to go a little bit faster. Wait a minute, that looked off. All the other unforgiving spots in here, and it gave that to me? What the hell? Nope. I was forgiving at that other part for some reason. and being that I remembered to turn my microphone on today. Actually, I gotta turn this gameplay down, because that's gonna be killing the ears. There we go. Crud. So yeah, while I remembered to turn my microphone on this time, just like to take an opportunity to ask anybody who's watching or will watch later, if you like my content, please like, share, subscribe. If you really, really like this content, feel free to donate $1 or $2. Patreon.com/conspicuously-incredible. Anything that I get from Patreon will help to, first of all, better equipment for better games. I have some, but this computer that I have is just not gonna do some of the higher end games that have come out in the last. There's some of them it's not even able to play within about the last 10 years. Some of them, not all, but some of the higher end, the graphics heavy ones. Anything else that gets donated will pretty much go toward helping with my comic Project Geode. Whether it be supplies, whether it be publishing fees once I get done, research, maybe you know, I don't know, maybe sourcing out different things that I may need. Part's not that hard. It's after the tunnel and getting over there. Let's try over here. Ah, didn't even see that. There's a nice little void there. Probably wasn't impossible, but it was definitely not the easiest route to go, that's for sure. Nope, off the road. Still doing that wild bunny hop thing. Jeez. Yeah, I'm totally not concentrating. Right now so my strategy pretty much, for anybody who's watching, well, it's just me. I'm watching pretty much the feed on my tablet so far. Nope, I'm gonna try to do a stream every morning around 10 o'clock. Depending on my schedule and what I got going on, I may end up doing it earlier or I may end up doing it later. I'm going to try to remain consistent until I actually, you know, find a reason or find a reason to change, and then I will be sure to have it let known that I'm moving my time slot, so to speak. But 10 o'clock seems to work out good. That gives me enough time to get in from work make something to eat, catch up on a few things, catch up on some news, and start getting my stream set up. After the tunnel. Nope, I knew that was going to happen. If anybody has some suggestions for games to play later, just let me know. I do have a lot, though. A lot of DOS games, a lot of Steam games, a lot of stuff I can play. So, you know, I'll have plenty to play for the meantime. I mean, unless there's just some wild, whacked out one that people would like me to try. I did buy a handful more games from Humble Bundle yesterday, from the Tiny Build collection. I guess what they called it, the Tiny Build Bundle. So, I'm going to be playing a little Divide by Sheep later if it'll play. Road to Valhalla. That one looked kind of interesting. It was kind of like a marble run, but, I mean, you got to do it quick, you're going to be crushed kind of thing. A couple of them I didn't know what to make of. I didn't really know what to make of the last station, last stop, whatever the one was. It looked like kind of like a heist on a train. I think there was the other one, Let's Party, or Party Down, or something like that, where you pretty much, the premise is the neighbors are being real noisy with just this hellacious party going on, and you gotta go over there and end the party, but you gotta go over there and pretty much kill everybody. But you gotta do it in a stealth manner. They've also got a game, I think it's in early release, called Hello Neighbor, which basically you're trying to sneak into your neighbor's house, but every time you sneak in a certain way, the neighbor remembers and stops you, so you have to always sneak in a different way and do different things each time. Each time being each time you get caught and or killed. Looks pretty interesting, but I wasn't about to pay the what, $40 in total to unlock it, $30 or $40. I just paid the $15 to unlock the everything but. So I'll probably wait till it becomes available sometime else. With a little Patreon support, I could possibly get games a little bit earlier. It just, I don't have the money to pay for all that for that game right now. When I'm probably not going to get around to playing it until probably by the time the price has gone down significantly. There's a couple of them I've been wanting to play. The Talos Principle was one of them. Seemed like a real like puzzler kind of. What was the other one? Well, the one that I want to play on here, but I can't, is called The Ball. And you pretty much roll in this big, like, brass, steel, whatever the hell ball, and solving puzzles in these ancient ruins. It's been out for a little while now, but yeah, my computer will not handle it. It barely plays the original Portal with all of the bells and whistles turned off and the resolution up down as low as it can get. Come on. But, you know, you still play some DOS games right now, which is fabulous. So I have a lot of other games too. up next later on. I'm going to be playing Mystic Towers. I'll probably go through Doom and Wolfenstein 3D later, just because those are more popular games. But Mystic Towers, there's I think the original Baron Baldric, which kind of plays almost in a way like the original Prince of Persia. There's Jill of the Jungle, Monster Bash, Commander Keen. Believe it or not, I've only played through 1 or 2 of those games, and actually gotten, anywhere significance in order to try to, beat them. I think 4 was the one that I really played a lot. There's also a couple of different puzzlers. I'm not sure if I have Panganitsu, but I have Chaganitsu, which I think one or the other of them is a sequel. But it kind of plays like, what the heck is that game? There's always different forms, but it's usually done with like bulldozers and crates. Think of it here in a little bit. It starts with an S. But you pretty much got to move the crates onto the predetermined locations in a pre-designated amount of moves. Why can't I remember it right now? If I can find them to buy later, I might play the Leisure Suit Larry. I think I've got a couple of the King's Quest games. The Hugo's House of Horrors. A couple of those. I end up speeding up there and hitting that archway. I got a couple of old pinball games too. Silver Ball and not Quick Ball. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on some of those old games. I'll probably even be doing some playthroughs of a couple of Windows 3.1 titles since I've got it installed in DOSBox. They work for the most part. There's a few of them I'm probably not going to be able to play as far as 356 color mode until I figure out why it is that it won't switch to 356 mode in DOSBox for some reason. Like it'll go to just standard VGA, but any like super VGA or anything like that, it just will not accept. I barely got it to get the Sound Blaster working. So I can play some old MIDI files. The Chips Challenge, I think it came with a couple of them. The old Canyon. It's a lot of memories. The first computer I ever had was an IBM PS2 Model 30. It was I know it was a 286. The thing barely had, I I think it had 21 megs on the hard drive. It was either 12 or 21. It fit Windows barely enough. Windows 3.1. Actually, I had Windows 3.0. No, actually, I had Windows 2.0 for a good long while. Yeah, I never upgraded to Windows 3.1 on that particular computer. And I think the first game I had to start out with on that computer was called Blockout by California Dreams. A friend of mine from school gave me a copy of Wheel of Fortune, and I played that pretty good for a while. Another friend set me up with a copy of Columns, and we had a bunch of I think like Model 10s or something, the all-in-one units in the computer lab, and the computer lab setup they had for keyboarding in the business. This was, geez, back in 96, 97. For some reason or another, there was a copy of this game, Beast. It was a text mode type game, and you had to either crush the beasts, or we always like to enclose them in the blocks, because after a while they get so pissed that they destroy themselves. But I somehow, well, not somehow, I copied it. I got a copy of that game off that server, and had that. But when I got Windows 2.0, yeah, about the only thing I had to play was the solitaire game that came with it, and Reverse Eye, which to this day I have still never figured out how to play Reverse Eye. Some of the other games that I got later on was the Windows Entertainment Pack, the best of Windows Entertainment Pack. I got that disc out of well, not out of, but with like 3 or 4 or 5 box tops from Kellogg's and $5 shipping and handling I sent off for the floppy disk that came back with all the games on it. And I realized really quickly that, first of all, my computer only had a double density drive. The disk was a high density disk. Second of all, I realized that, you know, they were really only compatible with Windows 3.1 and up a little further. So I had to basically go to school and install it. I had to beg a teacher to install it on one of their computers, then try to copy all the files that it installed over, and then put them on low density disks and bring them home. And you know, I ended up realizing there was a few files that I missed, but eventually I was able to get all of those files, all of those games working on that old computer. Let's see. The second computer I had, which, yeah, I don't have that either. I think it was an IBM clone. It was a 386. Had, how much did it have? I think this one had about 20 some megs on the hard drive. And, this thing, I mean, it already had Windows 3.1 on it when I got it, and I got a copy of Windows 3.1 later. The neighbors next door, when I lived with the grandparents for a while, they were going to get a new computer, and that one they thought was broke. It, come to find out, I think the monitor just went, and they didn't know what was going on with it, but they were going to get a new one, and they told me, you know, pretty much, well, if you can fix it and you can have it, and they gave me all these games that they had with it. Like 2 small little boxes just full of floppy disks, and I pretty much took all those and got that computer working. I eventually later found a 5.25 inch floppy drive to put in it, because they also gave me a shoebox full of 5.25s. I still have a lot of those. I gotta dig one of those old computers out, because I have another computer that's a 486, I believe, and it's got Windows 3.1 on it, and it's had one already built in when I got it. But so most of those games, though, I played the crap out of. I eventually, yeah, for that 386, I eventually got a Sound Blaster card. I bought it off of, I think I bought it off of one of the teachers at school. He said he had one that he could spare or give up or didn't need. And like $20, I had to find all the, drivers and stuff. Well, hey, I made the checkpoint. Look at that. Almost a half an hour in. Yeah, I had to find all the drivers and stuff. But that was working. It was a Packard Bell, I think it was. This thing here just, oh come on, took away all of my jumping ability. Slippery tile. I eventually ended up picking up more games. There's a lot of them I downloaded off the internet. Used to download a bunch of them at school and everything, and then, you know, download them to floppy disks and then run home and take them home and try them. Thing is, when you can only carry about 4 or 5 floppy disks in this little case, it was a microfilm case actually, and yeah, you can only cram about 4 or 5 in there, and you know, load them up with whatever I could find. Oh, used to get WAV files and MIDI files and everything too all the time, especially WAV files. I had a thing for WAV files back in the day. I got probably a good bit of them by now. This was, it wasn't before MP3s came out, but it was definitely before the whole Napster craze. And between that and MIDIs, I used to sit for hours on my computer just listening to these things with that new Sound Blaster card that I got. After that 486, I went to this place that was selling computers for like $100, and I think it was another Intel clone. It might have been a genuine Intel. But it was, I want to say Pentium 2 and Windows 98, and that was the real first time I had gotten on the internet by my own income, because that was my first job and everything, or one of my first jobs. I bought that thing with a little extra money, and I was on net zero for a little while, and then I tried AOL, which wasn't bad, but it didn't, I couldn't justify all the money I was paying for all the useless stuff that they packed that thing with. And then not to mention, you know, the browser was just horrible. You open up another browser, but their stuff was just so bad on the front end that it bogged the system down whenever you wanted to try to use it. Eventually, what did I do? I bought a server actually from the library in an auction they were doing, and won that server. And I harvested the Ethernet chip out of it, the Ethernet card out of that. And my first apartment, I called the cable company to install a cable modem and digital cable, and got all hooked up. And I lived in that place and had that computer for... I had that computer for ages. I even bounced back and forth and used that server a little bit for different things. My uncle got a new computer, and he gave me the one he got in like '99, which was one of the more popular compact Presario models. I think it also had a Pentium 2 in it. But this one had the DVD drive and everything. I mean, when he got this one, it was all decked out. It had everything. Speakers, subwoofer. Matter of fact, the speakers were of such good quality, I'm still using them today. This was 2006 when he gave me that computer. And he got one, I think he got an HP, one of the HP Pavilions. It still had XP on it. And he gave me that one and everything to pretty much said whatever I wanted to do with it. So I used that one for a good while, and actually, I don't even think I have that one anymore. I harvested all I could harvest out of it. I think the floppy drive as well. And pretty much gutted that thing and threw it off to the side. For some reason, it just wasn't as good as the genuine Intel that I had. A little while after that, I got a laptop, which I still have the laptop. I have to get a new battery for it, because I think it's pretty much cooked. But it's a Windows Vista. It's got a Pentium dual core inside of it, 1 gig of RAM. And then this one here that I'm on is one of those HP Slimline Walmart jobs. It's an AMD, which, yeah, AMD Athlon 2. It doesn't do bad when you do one thing, but once you got multiple things up, whatever you're gonna play or whatever you're gonna do, that's all it does. There's no hyper-threading whatsoever, and I've got 3 gigs of RAM. The highest this motherboard will support is 4, so I'm pretty well maxed out on a lot I can do. Okay, I totally forgot. The brown tiles give you back the jumping ability. How do you blow up just barely touching the wall? Really? I mean, speaking of games and things like that, see that purple, and they really are wanting you to keep speed up and go through that, huh? Maybe there's a trick to it. First game console I ever had. I'm trying to fill some time here while I'm playing. First game console I ever had was the Atari 2600. I remember having that back in 89. So it was already like 10 years old by then. Favorite game for that was Sequest. Followed by, if I can remember what other titles were on it that I had or had at the time. I think it was either Stampede or Roundup I had played too at one time. Drag Race too that I remember playing. Later on, a friend of my mom's, he had an Atari 7800, and he had games like Chopper Lifter. He had River Raid. Of course, that was a 2600 game, but you know, 7800 was backwards compatible. I actually had a ColecoVision at one time with the Atari adapter, and I pretty much sold that. I wish I hadn't now. I have one of those TI-81 computers with a couple of game cartridges, but the input's messed up. So I don't even know if the thing works. But second console I got was the NES. One of my aunts bought it for me. Bought it used, but hey, it was a Nintendo nonetheless. I got the 2600 used too, of course. So first game I got for that, because it was used, the first game I got with that was, it's called the Mutant Virus. It's kind of an obscure game, I've come to find out. And actually, one of the more difficult on the, in the NES library. I could never ever beat the thing as a kid. I always tried, but I could never get past that second level. That second, yeah, not the second room, but the second stage. it wasn't until later on when I was trying it on emulation. Of course, see, I would have to fall off of there. Of course, with emulation and being able to stop and start and restart at certain spots and build a better strategy without having to go all the way back through the game after the lives, I was able to get through and beat the second stage and then get to the third, but after the third stage, the emulator crashes. So I've still never found out how much else was left after that. Of course, I had the first Ninja Turtles game. We got Tetris a long time later. It took us a while to even get Mario Brothers and Mario 3. I don't remember ever having Mario 2 though, or Doki Doki Panic. But I had the pinball game. I had the old Black Label pinball game. And it was something that we played for hours. Later on, we'd gotten Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors, and I think that was probably, besides the pinball game, probably one of the first games my mom ever got into. And we all played the hell out of that game. I'm still yet to figure out how to play, what's going on with the first one, Wizards and Warriors, and the third one. But the second one was pretty much straightforward and easy. I keep going around that hole and then making that jump, and I don't twist around soon enough. Let's see, but later on, the games I got too, which I've still yet to see a lot of people play, is Solar Jetman and the Quest for the Golden Warp Ship. Now, you want a hard game, you want a difficult and time-consuming game for the money you get out of it and the time you put into it. That game will have you playing for hours. And pretty much all it is a spaceship, a carrier type game. Pretty much explore the planet and bring back the items to the mothership. But the physics were really good for the time. I think it was a 1990 game. I think it came out in 90. By Rare. This was the UK and English company, so and their games are notorious for being hard. Battletoads being one of them. I think it was Rare. Rare and Trade West. See, now that's where my problem is. I'm still trying to hang over to the right. because a lot of the old Nintendo games and stuff on emulator now. I can't remember where a lot of the old games that I ever had went. I know there was a lot I sold off, and there was a lot that I had, I think I'd given to family members. Because eventually later I got a PlayStation. Got a handful of games for that. See, I didn't stay on the brown square long enough. Hold on now, it says I've completed the stream. Nope. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, a lot of my games and everything, a lot of the older games, like I had a Sega Genesis for a while, and about all the games I had on it were Sonic, and I think I ended up eventually giving that away to my sister, and of course, heck knows what she ever did with that. That girl couldn't keep nothing straight. Yeah, she couldn't keep anything straight, so that probably got lost or destroyed or sold. I have a feeling it was probably sold. Never had a Super Nintendo. Borrowed one once for a little while because Zelda: A Link to the Past was one of my favorite games for it. I played the hell out of Super Mario World too over at cousin's house and stuff. So I'm quite familiar with the library, I just never had one. So yeah, eventually, because I know how people get when you talk about playing and then doing stuff like this, and I just wrecked it up. I don't want to play those games through emulation unless they're hacks of established games. Like I'll definitely play through some Mario hacks, and there's the one Legend of Zelda hack, Link to the Past hack that I really want to finish. What the heck was that one called? Something Winter. I can't remember now. It's a really hard one. I wanted to play Zelda Outlands too. That's the hack of the first game. There's a lot of Mario hacks and stuff too. So, you know, I will eventually want to try to play those. Because that's really the only way to play them. Unless you get something like a Retron 5. Or you know somebody that can put these games on a cart. And I've yet to actually buy good gaming console, you know, like ones that aren't in disrepair. Because I've got a Nintendo, but it's kind of in disrepair. But find something like that and play it on the original equipment. And, you know, hopefully have the money and everything too later on to buy those in the carts. But actually, right now, the goal is to at least try to play through all the games that I have. Although, like I said yesterday, I bought about 9 more. 9 more on Steam, so... But I'm sure a good portion of those I will be able to play. I'm sitting here just yakking away. Not really paying attention to what it is I'm doing. Cousin and everything, he's waiting. He's got a PS4. He's waiting for the new Friday the 13th game to come out at the end of this week. It's he ain't gonna get anything done this weekend, that's for sure. Friends coming over too to play with him, so I've just never really been into the slasher flicks or the horror genre of games. Never really was a big fan of Resident Evil, so it's probably not going to be one of the games I'll play unless I get it requested. Because it never caught my interest, it never really was something I ever wanted to play, so therefore I never bought the game. There are a handful of games that I will be able to play though. PlayStation 2 might be out for right now, until I get some other cabling or something. But I can play PlayStation 3 games and the PlayStation 1 games, because they are. The PlayStation 3 newer models are backwards compatible with PlayStation 1 games. And I can use the S-video cable that I got in the standard definition port to pipe the video into my computer and have it just as a video input, and then still be able to use the HDMI to see what's going on the television. That's pretty much why I'm not going to be able to stream on the streaming the PS2 games right now, because I can't reliably watch and stream them at the same time unless I find some kind of splitter cable. Because of course there's always a lag that comes with any video that you send over a cable and have to have the computer render it. There's going to be some delay. And with some games like Technic Beat, which actually was another kind of cult unknown title, really, in a way. It's a music. Well, I don't even know if I can play it, actually, to be honest, because of all the video game type music. A lot of Konami, a lot of Namco titles of music. It's a rhythm game. Yeah, I pick up too much speed and I end up hurting myself. So yeah, I don't know if I really could stream that game or not. I know I definitely couldn't stream things like GTA 5 unless I turned some of the music down or off. So there's some of those games you can get in the cars and they have like actual licensed music that you can choose from different stations and play in the background and stuff, so I definitely do not want a copyright strike. Crud. Well, I got a little further there. So yeah, I definitely do not want a copyright strike unless I figure out a way to be able to stream certain games. I might do something like that on Twitch when I get an account set up. And I think you can pretty much do what you want on Twitch. I mean, nudity aside, nudity and lewd stuff aside, I think you can pretty much stream. Because actually, I like to stream Oaths later on too, and play that rhythm game. Osu. Yes, kind of a big anime fan. Not cringy, you know, weeaboo type, but you know, I like a lot. I do have my eye on a lot of that stuff. Let's see, it's not slowing down enough. Keep oxygen. Oh. I probably shouldn't try to zigzag through that. Obligatory wall banger. Like Road 18. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get really quiet here and concentrate. Oh, bounce off there. Move over when I tried to push over. Oh man. you go too fast, you slide off the edge. You don't go fast enough, you lift the wall. Forgot about that. Yep, all my jump was gone. Jumped. Tried to jump. Getting a little bit better at that. One good thing I will say is that driving all the way over up the side of the wall slows you down like instantly. See, it's still got that bunny hop thing going on. kind of wondering why those guys didn't try to get this game or the later Skyroads. Why they didn't try to get this ported to the NES. Sure would have been able to handle it. And just dropped right there on the hot tile. They could have made a lot of money. Porting this over to NES. See, it's that jump right there. I'm watching my screen. So you need to be going faster than that. Probably should just stay on that one side. They do that with the checkerboard patterns and it throws you off. You want to try to hop around everywhere in every square. Why not do that? It makes you want to try to hop around in every square. Should have renamed this game lesson in futility. Or an exercise in futility. Always get up to a good clip. Oh, found it. That. Almost. Really. Come on. I'm getting past the weird jump and the burning blocks, but then I got crap up here to have to deal with. Probably should have been going faster anyway. And I finally make it there, and it's like trying to... See, that's a timing. Well, all of this is timing, but... This road, but I don't think I'm gonna do road 19 today. This is just starting to get a little monotonous, and I knew these roads would get hard as they went. But I will finish all 26. Thought I could outrun it. Apparently not. A new low and highs. Let's bounce off of there. Sometime this weekend, I probably might do a nice little marathon, and I might even have my cousin on, playing a couple of things with me. Me and him will start cutting up, telling jokes, so... You did it earlier. jeez. So much tedium to get back to that spot to even try to practice it. Ah, there's a rookie mistake. What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I figured they were gonna have that booby trapped. Crap. Too far over. controls on this are so flaky. That should have been easy to jump over. Yesterday it took me an hour and a half to finish 3 rows. Today it's taking me an hour and a half to finish 1. Hope it's not like all but one is booby trapped. See? Well, I know I can't go in them last 2. It's probably the 2 metal ones. They probably wouldn't narrow it down to just 1. They're going to make you try to slow down and get in before that gap. Come on, these cheap deaths. Like, I know it's my fault, but just dying where I shouldn't be. Come on, somebody's getting tired. This is happening. This road is getting finished. Really? Really? So that was a... This here is a cheap shot. I hope they don't pull any more cheap tricks like this. No, not the band cheap trick. I'm not getting out of there now. Now I'm in too much of a hurry. Oh. Yeah, it figures. Oh, man. See, that's the only thing. You get concentrating on further ahead, you forget about the traps at the beginning of the road. Again, they're on the frickin' right side of the road instead of on the left path. Really? I didn't think that was going to work. I keep going on the wrong side of that thing. Once you get one part figured out, you forget about all the rest. Come on. Diggity. Oh, man. Either, so there's no wall breaking that I can do over there. Come on. This is starting to get ridiculous. This is stuff I should be remembering right now. Yeah, this is starting to get a little bit, it's been getting on my nerves. Let's get this thing over with. I'll bet you it's not this, really. So after all that, I run out of oxygen. And somehow I must go faster. Not an oxygen block. Ah. I'm going to have to be going faster at that particular point. I could have practiced this some earlier before I started, but it wouldn't be genuine then, would it? So you finally get there. Well, this game was made to be a real nut buster. It takes me like 5 tries to even get there, and then like eat it at the end. Really? Trying to cut them corners too quick. Probably what I'm going to have to do is jump that corner. That was close. Alright. Let's see, this is one of them I haven't been in yet. Oh. Really? Really? So that rolls out the 4. So it's gotta be, I'll bet you it's the one all the way over to the left. Like a pain in my ass, they're gonna have to go all the way over there to get it. Why not? And I bet you it won't be the very end that I'm going to try. It's going to be the second, the next one in. Just to be like, haha. Well, I do got to stay over on the right in order to get through there, but as soon as I get over this little half checkerboard thing, I have to then turn around and... That's getting annoying. That's getting annoying quick. Because Let me just get through this thing. I forgot all about having to be over on the left side until I was pretty much too far away from it. Really? That's going to waste time and oxygen. Oh. Too close to the wall breaking. I had it too. I had it. I may have to play another game after I get done with this one, because I don't think I can handle Skyroads after this marathon. figured that was going to happen. That side again. I need to kind of jump over that and kind of keep going diagonally to the left. I think that'll get me over there in short enough time. Probably to pick up his friend. That dude can't wait for that Friday the 13th game to come out. It'd be interesting to watch him play it. this is. Oh, I'm beating this. This road's getting done today. Yeah, this road is getting done today. That's right, I have to completely jump over it. Getting there. Now about a couple more 100 deaths. And I should have it done in about an hour. Yep, there's another. And another. This controller is starting to hurt my hand. Should try to play it with the stick instead of the D-pad. Of course, my fingers will slip off that analog stick too. Come on, why did you move over? And just take a wild right turn right off the road. There's another cheap death. So you gotta get up enough speed before you get there, but you gotta watch that blinking checkerboard pattern. I've done this so many times now. A lot of you probably, when you watch this later, probably gonna be yelling at your computer screen. Trust me, I'm getting frustrated, but I have a little bit more of a mild disposition than that. See, you can't stop that bunny hopping to slow down. No, that was a rookie mistake. Over. I was trying to push over. The thing is, this game doesn't natively have joystick or controller support. I'm running it through Xpadder, and Xpadder's a good proxy, but it's a proxy nonetheless. I got a critter in my T-glass. Quickly becoming an exercise in futility. Yeah, this one is definitely the the Zenigata to my Lupin. Pain in my ass. Really? Out of fuel now. Oh, wow. So I guess what, the slower you go, the more fuel you eat up? Actual automobile, idling is probably the worst thing you could do as far as gas mileage goes. This thing is going to literally give me just enough fuel and oxygen to complete this. Nope, missed it. Alright. Holy crow. well, that's it. 2 hours, 20 minutes to complete a frickin' road. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna go and get a glass of tea and relax after that. Like I said, good game. Challenging game. Challenging game. Well worth the free that I got it for. Well worth the free that they were giving it away for on their site. I think it's bluemoon.ee if you want to get it. But anyway, I am done. I will see you guys tomorrow. Let's do the thing and wrap this up. This has been another episode of Conspicuously Incredible Gaming. If you like this content, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. If you would like, and you really, really like this content, throw me a couple of dollars. Patreon.com/conspicuously incredible. So until next time, I will see you guys later.